So your fall photos don't need to look dull and drab. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can make a quick couple edits in Lightroom and take your photos from drab to fab. So let's go. Boom! Finally, after like 20 minutes, we're doing it. So this is a photo I took last fall up in Vermont. It's a waterfall near the one of the famous towns in Vermont. And the fall color really wasn't starting to change over yet, but I still decided to, try to get a photo anyway. So it's pretty much just a basic shot, but there's a lot of problems with this photo, and that's what we're gonna work on today. Is we're gonna actually make this photo look really good. So first thing right off the bat, you know that it's pretty underexposed. There's a reason for that. I didn't want to blow any of the highlights out in the water, and I know with my Fuji I can definitely underexpose it by a few stops, so that's kind of the idea that I went for. So up in the develop module, first thing I'm just going to do is I'm going to turn up the exposure a little bit, and then I'm also just going to open up the shadows a little bit more. That brings some more depth into the image, kind of lightens the whole thing up dramatically. I'm not really crazy about the crop on this either, so that's going to be the next thing I'm going to do. Is I'm just going to run in here, and I'm just going to crop out some of that stone a little bit. I'll pull the whole thing up a little tighter. I'm going to put the waterfall over on the right third between the second and third. I'm not crazy about the stone down here at the bottom, but we're going to try and see what happens. We might end up changing the crop around totally. So that's kind of what we got right now. I feel like it's a little crooked. It needs a little angle on it. So we're just going to come up to the angle palette. We're going to give it a couple shots up here. And okay, that feels better. Now, obvious problem is this white balance is a mile off, because look at the waterfall is actually like bluish. So I'm going to just try global adjustment on it first. Okay, so you see, like, this is kind of how it was shot. And if I take it globally, it warms up the whole image. And, it's a fall shot, so I'm kind of okay with that. So I'm going to warm up the whole image a little bit without overdoing it. And, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I still feel like the angle's actually off a little bit. Like, I could actually just be... Yeah, that's a little better. Okay, so global edits, like I said, I want to do on this is going to be really simple. Just a little bit of highlights, not many. I pull up the shadows a little bit, and I'm okay with that on my camera. I like to do that on my camera a lot. And then I'm just going to pull the blacks down just a hair. So this is kind of where I'm at right now, and it's actually starting to look good. However, there's a few things I want to tweak on this image yet. So we're going to start with some local adjustments. I'm actually going to select a brush, and we're going to make the size about 20, feather 100, flow 50, density 77. Auto mask is going to be on. Just going to come in here, just brush some of this area in here. And what I want to do is I want to turn the exposure up a little bit, but I also want to bring the shadows up in there, and I just want to pump the saturation in a little bit in that area just to bring it up. Like, these are all going to be subtle changes. There's not going to be like some big dramatic change that's going to tweak the whole image and make it look amazing in one click. These are all just going to be really subtle changes. I'm also going to pull the temperature up there a little bit. Now, I don't want to take this up too far, because you can see it's really starting to get messy up here in the corner. So we'll pull this down a little bit. We'll pull the exposure down a little bit. So my next thing I want to do is I actually want to do some more brushing in this area over here. I want this to pop. So I'm just going to brush in a little bit, and we're going to just give it a little more color with temperature, and we're just going to expose that up a little bit, give it a little more exposure without going too crazy on it. So I'm going to pull some yellow in. I want to do the same thing up here in the corner. Just going to hue shift this so it's a little more yellowish, just to give it a little extra pop up in the corner. Like I said, all these edits are going to be very small edits. I'm still not 100% feeling this composition. So I'm just going to try messing around with it a little bit. We won't go 1-to-1. 1-to-1's actually not bad. I mean, that's like a whole Instagram thing for a lot of people. Nah, I don't like it 1-to-1. All right, let's go back. Let's see if we can just tighten it up a little bit. Like, I don't want to cut a lot of the information off the top. So I want to keep this somewhat together and keep the focus where it is. So what I'm thinking of doing here, even though I shot this horizontal, is actually changing it more to like a vertical crop. So, 3x2 vertical. And then just pulling out a little bit on it. Yeah, you know what? It doesn't feel right vertical either. It doesn't feel right. It's too smashed in the center of the frame. Okay, well, live and learn. So, back to where we were. So, okay. I'm just going to tighten this whole thing up a little bit. Like this. So I don't like the way that tree's cut off up at the top, but there's really going to be no way around that. It's going to be really hard to keep this rock in the shot or get rid of this rock and still have this other stuff in the shot here. So this is kind of where I'm at right now. Once again, I feel like the waterfall's not right. Okay, that's better. So what I want to do here is I want to burn down my edges. This is a stylized thing for me. So I'm going to come over here to... So I'm going to come down here to the bottom. I'm going to hit the vignette filter. We're going to crank some of those edges in a little bit. Just a little bit. And I want to brighten up this area. So I'm going to come in here. We're going to drop in another radial gradient right in this area. Not too precise, just, kind of messing around with exposure right now. So we'll give this area a little bit of a push in exposure, and we'll pull the shadows up a little bit. And then I'm actually going to do the same. I'm just going to expand this out a little bit. Okay, so this is where we are with the image right now. There is a couple more things I want to work in here. Like this area down here, I want to enhance this separately. So I'm going to actually go back to my brush. And I'm just going to brush this area here that I want to do. And I'm just going to give it a little bit of exposure down here. Not a lot. Just a little bit. So I'm just going to give this a little bit of exposure. If I give it too much down here, it kind of loses it a little bit. I'm going to make sure the white balance looks pretty good. All right, so that's kind of where we are right now. It's looking pretty good. I feel like this is bluing here, and we could fix this. So I'm just going to hit this again, and I'm just going to turn the exposure down to pull the white balance up a little bit more. All right, so this is basically where I'm at right now. On the left here was my original photo, and on the right here are my edits. So what did we do? Basically, we pulled up the exposure across the board. We did some color correction in here. I did a slight vignette around the edges. We pulled up the bottom a little bit. We added a little bit of color here in this area and a little bit more in this area. So this is just really simple edits on how you can really make your photos pop. One of the tricks I did with this photo, like I said earlier, is we actually just underexposed it on purpose because I didn't want to blow out any of this water. So that's how we have this nice water effect. This was a 0.4 second shot, so a half a second or so roughly, with a CPL on it to get that effect. And the other thing you notice too with this is there actually is some reflections on the rock. I actually wanted some reflections on the rock. I didn't want to dial out all the reflections, so I actually backed the CPL off just a little bit to put some more reflections on the shot. So am I happy with this photo? It's okay. It's not one of my better shots. It's kind of a little standard, but it is what it is. But okay, so that's kind of where we're at with the whole photo right now. So a few more things that I would do with this real quick is I'm just going to experiment a little bit, and I'm going to push the clarity up. But you see, if you push the clarity too far, it turns into this like over sharpened mess. And I would just give it a little bit of clarity. Not a lot, because I mean, if you, like I said, if you take it up too much, it turns into this over sharpened mess. If you come down the other way, well, then it turns into this weird kind of like painter type image. So just a little bit of clarity. So what I'm going to do is for this area over here, which I don't really like in the image, but like I said, I don't want to crop it too tight. I want room for it to breathe. So I'm just going to drop a linear gradient in, real simple. Right here, linear gradient. And I'm just going to pull it over. And then what I'm going to do is come in here and I'm just going to pull the clarity down just a little bit. And then I'm going to basically, that'll just de-sharpen that area a little bit, make it a little more appealing in the center. And then the other thing I want to do is I'm actually going to take the cloning tool and I'm just going to clone out like one or two things that I find distracting. Like this little pile of bushes right here, I'm going to get rid of that. And there's something up here I already pulled out. There's a tree right here. There's this little like twig right here that's kind of like, that bugs me a little bit too. So we'll take that out. So like I said, here's the before on the left and here's the after on the right. And yeah, just basic corrections, exposure, brightness, contrast, white balance, and then making sure that you get this waterfall in the center here that's actually white and the water doesn't look brown. That's important too. And then we just burned around the edges to add, to add interest to the middle. We did a little bit of a color shift up in the trees just to bring in some color, some fall color a little bit. And basically that's it. So that's it for today's video, kind of quick and simple. It's a follow-up to last week's video on fall photography. And yeah, thanks for watching the channel. We'll see you later. Bye.